So I grew up in a household with 3 boys. My 2 older brothers are both lawyers. If you want to survive in a household with 3 kids, both of your brothers grow up to be lawyers, you better know how to defend yourself. And so I had from a very early age, I learned how to use words to defend myself and to advocate on behalf of something I believed in. So what I have been able to do is take a personality trait, which is the desire to convince other people of what I believe in is the right thing. I've taken that personality trait and I've applied it to the law so that when a person comes into my office and tells me some awful story about how they've been wronged as a result of some technicality in the law or some such thing, I can go out and I can form arguments and I can put together materials and I can convince somebody that they've got it wrong and that they need to rectify the situation. That's what I'm good at. One of my jobs is to prepare people to be good witnesses. And so a person walks into my office and I ask them the kinds of questions that I think they're going to be asked in a courtroom. And even though it seems like a simple thing to answer yes or no, people want to anticipate the question. They want to give you more information than you've asked for. So one of the things that I do is teach people how not to give more information than they're asked for, how to answer questions with a yes or no when they're asked those kinds of questions. And believe it or not, it's the kind of thing that doesn't necessarily come naturally. I bring to the table years of experience. I know what works and what doesn't work, what comes off as credible and what doesn't come off as credible. My job is to teach people how to be good witnesses, and a lot of that is an intangible, intuitive art. As much as I love my practice, the idea of getting to teach the material to a classroom of kids that were taking immigration, because that was something they were interested in, was an opportunity that I couldn't ignore. I jumped at it, and I did it for about 10 years. Teaching, for me, has been a fabulous experience. I really enjoy getting out there and getting to share the law. And while that might not sound like everybody's joy, it's been a fabulous experience for me. Some years ago, a client came into my office with an appeal. When I prepare an appeal, I have to review the transcript. In the course of reviewing the transcript, I was amazed at the abuse that was thrown at this person. I know for a fact that if I were present at that hearing, if I accompanied that client and was sitting beside him, there isn't a chance that the panel member would have behaved that way. This was an abusive process that took place because the client was unrepresented, because they didn't have a lawyer, and because the panel perceived that as an opportunity to go and behave inappropriately because there was no supervision. We bring to the table an assurance that the panel members will be procedurally fair throughout the hearing, and when they slip up and they don't, then we object and we bring them back.